28 says that now after the Sabbath, toward the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. And for fear of him, the guards trembled and became like dead men. But the angel said to the women, do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is here he is not here, for he has risen, as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead, and behold, he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him. See, I have told you. So they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and ran to tell his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them and said, greetings. And they came up and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers and go to Galilee, and there you will see me. Walk it out. To walk is to move at a moderate pace. You see, Matthew wants us to walk it out. Mary taught us how to walk it out. You see, the gospel writers write to a different community. Matthew wants us to understand that if you want to be successful at walking it out, you got to do it the same way that we did, and that's to travel to see the master. You see, Jesus is the master. There is power when we go and see Jesus. And if we come to see Jesus, things often begin to change. We can praise God because we didn't bring our memory. You see, we got 99 problems, but praising God ain't one. In the midst of them having a very bad Friday, they still got up early Sunday morning because they had reverence for the Lord's day. You see, traveling to see the master. They were originally Jews, but they understand that every day is the Lord's day. They traveled, but they got up early that morning. You see, some of us, we get up early for work, but we come to church late. We want to get there right after praise and worship because we often tend to forget that the sermon is for you, but praise and worship is for God. It's not about us, but about God. We got to walk that thing out, and God will work that thing out. They traveled. As the Bible said that they traveled to him. Come see where he lay. They traveled to him, and when they got there, a miracle happened. Sometimes you gotta travel to a dead place. Sometimes you have to travel to a dead place in order for a miracle to transpire. You see, they thrived in the midst of a massacre, in the midst of a massacre. It was dark in their life, and sometimes it's dark for us, whether it be socially, economically, religiously. Things are just happening in our lives, but God is reminding us in this text that if we just walk that thing out, God will work that thing out. No matter what people say about you, remember that if you walk that thing out, God is going to work that thing out. And also keeping in mind, right, when the earthquake happened, Jews believe that earthquakes are indication that there is a presence of God. So what are you saying to me? That we need to remember that when things begin to happen, when calamity tends to happen, when it seems like there's nothing that could potentially go right for us, and life has become so hard, we have to remember that God is present even in the midst of all of our troubles. But we need to travel to go and see the master. But where God is, there is a miracle. Where God is, there's peace of mind. Where God is, yeah, yeah.